Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Zelda Kelly. I'm with Psychic Secrets, and today is April 1st, otherwise known as April Fool's Day. Well, I got a little curious, and I wanted to dig deep into where did April Fool's Day come from? I mean, after all, it's like this undocumented... We certainly don't get days off for April Fool's Day, that's for sure. But it's like we grow up celebrating this funny and humorous day. It's a little festival. It's a day of pranks and little jokes and really making people understand that, there's a lighter side to things. So what did I find out? And I'm going to say absolutely nothing. The origins of April Fool's Day are really unknown, but basically back in the 16th century, April Fool's Day came from what they feel was the change from the Julian calendar and into the Gregorian calendar, and that was at about in the late 1500s. And the reason why it became a butt of all jokes for many people is there were many people worldwide that did not understand or did not know that there was going to be a change from this Julian calendar and into the Gregorian calendar. So these people were behind, and they became the butt of all jokes. There is also another theory that April Fool's Day came from being a gullible fish that you would take the bait on anything, whatever it is. It's interesting, but I have a few cards here that represent the fools from my different decks. This one is this is a 3D card, and I don't know if you can see, oh yeah, I think you can, the changes that this card makes. Very interesting. But I want to tell you about this fool. This fool can mean that you're wiping the slate clean. So when you see this, it doesn't mean that you're a fool or foolish. It doesn't mean that you're just going to arbitrarily walk off the side of a cliff and then come to your demise. Nay, nay. It means that you've wiped the slate clean and you're starting over. You see, the number on this particular Fool card starts out the journey. And the Fool's journey in the tarot is this 0, which is null, N-U-L-L, meaning it's a void. You're starting from nothing. And when you complete this and end up with the Sun card in the major arcana, you start over. You end that particular chapter. And the Fool's journey tells us of how you navigate and go through. You see, there on this pouch, there is a little representation of a bird there. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well, but that is the representation of a phoenix in which it is said that you can reemerge from the ashes, just like the phoenix bird is supposed to have done, and you start over. This white sun is wiping the slate clean. Of course, the little doggy here, that represents our beautiful relationships going through these journeys, and even with our little fur baby animals, encouraging us and supporting us to take the next step, not off the cliff, but into the journey of the unknown. You see, this particular fool is looking up, looking toward something new, not looking down in fear or regret. The mountains in the background here tell us that there is a journey for this particular fool that he must go on. Interestingly enough, there's different renditions. This particular card here of one of my favorite all-time decks tarot deck is from the influence of the angels. This Fool is quite beautiful and represented along with a peaceful dove. You see, this little pouch that he is carrying looks more like a bucket, doesn't it? This is a pouch, but this is a bucket. And that is to carry along your lessons as you go through your journey. And isn't that interesting? And last but definitely not least, from the playing card deck and the cartomancy deck, the two jokers. Now, this particular deck is the medieval Renaissance deck. You can get that from Bicycle. They are very beautiful. But you see here we have griffins. But each in the cartomancy, you use these jokers. Each one has a level of sophistication or warning. You see, one can mean that there are hidden things that you have to be careful about, that you need to be looking into. This other one means that someone is keeping a dire secret from you. Whichever case it may be, the message is don't be foolish and don't be gullible. Look for the facts and listen to your heart. Different renditions of this Fool card, but they all can end up meaning the beautiful same thing, and that is we take on the journey before us. So on today, don't be too gullible and don't listen to too much that you hear today, except for this, of course. If you'd like to speak with me directly, you can find me at PsychicSecrets.com and on social media at Psychic Zelda Kelly. I hope you enjoyed this little video for you. And you be well. Have a beautiful and fun-filled day. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.